What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. And no, Alpha Flight is not in the game, nor are they confirmed. But since I'm doing a recap of preseason Alpha, of course in preparation for Beta, well, I thought they would make a pretty awesome graphic. But anyways, as we approach preseason Beta, I just wanted to go over last season and show some of the footage I had and at least give my experience of the first preseason. Now I have to admit, some of the early matchups were odd, and I don't think it was working as intended at all. It does kind of seem like things were working backwards in this first preseason. For example, during the climb, I don't think there were supposed to be this many mismatches. Certainly not through the first 3 leagues, Silver, Gold, and Diamond. I believe during those leagues you're supposed to fight other players who have similar bonuses. So yes, I could understand why many players may not have been happy with this system. But try to look on the bright side of things. It was during a preseason, so the stakes weren't quite as high, the rewards weren't the same, and there was no hero to be won or lost. They are attempting to change PvP, which all of us asked for. And let's face it, it really needs improvement. My main concern, of course, is getting a defensive cap. So if these trials helps bring that about, I'm all for it. And then the other good thing is they are actually letting the players test things out, while at the same time giving us rewards. Now after this fight, the video is going to get a whole lot more interesting, and I do have something to show you. Like I said, this is just my experience, and I would like the rest of you to share yours as well. So please feel free to leave that in the comment section below, and you never know, the devs may just stop in and read them, and by sharing our accounts of preseason alpha, we could actually end up changing the game for the better. Okay, so as far as what's happening on screen, we did reach the Adamantium League, and then something changed. I'm not sure if it changed right then or shortly after, but for the final week of preseason alpha, I faced nothing but 90,000 HP plus opponents. That's right, they were over 90,000. So who knows, maybe the matchmaking did get better, or at least it did for me personally. All I know is something happened, and for that final week or so, every team I faced had Red Hulk and Beast, or at least Pestilence Beast and someone else. That's when I began using Havoc and Pestilence Beast myself, and using the exhaustion method. The other teams that I liked is using Havoc and Heroic Age Iron Fist, and using Ares for his Despair. With this current team up, I'm using Satellite Support to counter Loki, the Neuropurge to set up our hits, and also to send back that ISO Contagion, and the Hand of Apocalypse to finish off pretty much anyone, but especially Deadpool. This team worked really consistently, and I don't think I lost too often when using them. When you can take out a Fandral that still has 82k HP, well, that's kind of a recipe for success. Then with Havoc, we'll use another Plasma Spheres and wait for that level 9 to come off cooldown. The Asgardian Tankard is pretty much wasted, and now we can channel energy and finish off that 100k agent. That's right, we're going to take her out in one hit. This is the point where HP really doesn't matter, when you can still get finished in one shot. Next up, our Pestilence Beast is going to use his level 1, even though I did debate using our level 9. This will place Nano Plague on the enemy beast and generalize him. Then next, with my agent, I waste a Momentary Advantage, but I am going to hit the enemy with the Hand of Apocalypse. Then I figure I'll go ahead and use a Shattering Punch and our level 6. I figured why not get as many debuffs as we can. Then after the evil Horseman of Pestilence goes, ours will definitely finish it off with a Jekyll and Hyde. Then after this match we'll do one more, and it's going to be against an opponent that I faced probably twice every day. Seriously, sometimes it felt like I fought this guy 3 out of my 5 battles. That may be an exaggeration, but I did see him all the time, and he was quite annoying. But normally I have to admit I do like seeing Deadpool on defense. Now the enemy agent gets to go first, because he was lucky enough to get that item, which unfortunately I didn't get. By the way, it's called the Combat Communicator. Luckily with his first turn he uses the Blackest Void, and we have the Satellite Support. So since we don't have to worry about that, I'm going to use the Neuropurge, followed by the Hand of Apocalypse on Deadpool. Unfortunately I do have a bad habit of not using the Satellite Support even when I should. It is a quick action after all. I mean with the quick and powered ISO weight. But anyways, this hit on Deadpool won't do as much as it normally will because he has no stacks of healing. In fact, he ended up having Despair from the Neuropurge, so instead I hit the enemy agent. Then Beast is going to get a second attack because Havoc hasn't exhausted him yet. That is one bad thing about using a blaster. Turn order can be very important. Then after using our quick action Masque of the Red Death, we do get hit with the Whine on the Forums proc, and now we're going to use Jekyll and Hyde on Deadpool. This at least makes sure he's less of a threat to our team. Then on the Merc with the Mouth's turn, he's going to use Sharp Pointy Things on our Beast. Then finally, with the last turn of the round, we get to use Plasma Spheres with Havoc. So that's as bad of a position as you can possibly be in with your Havoc. But I have to admit I still feel pretty confident. Now on my agent's turn, first I check to see what debuffs I have. Then I'm going to use Momentary Advantage, followed by the Hand on Deadpool. I just had to make sure I wasn't exhausted, and also to check that ISO 8 contagion. So there goes a huge hit on him, and that's why I love seeing him. Then with our second attack, I'll also hit the enemy agent. So now we dropped him to 40,000 HP, and hopefully our Beast can finish him off. But never mind, it appears that we're extremely weakened, and we're barely going to do any damage at all. So instead, we'll go ahead and use our Heart of Darkness. That means that Havoc is going to have the honors. So let's go ahead and just fire that Plasma Wave, and it does knock out the enemy agent. With a 3-on-1 advantage, we shouldn't have any problems winning this match. Once it's finished, that is going to wrap up our look at Preseason Alpha. So like I said, there were definitely ups and downs, but I'm really happy that we got to test it out, and I think it's all going to be for the better. Remember, we not only wanted, we needed changes in PvP, and this definitely proves they're trying to do something. With beta coming up very soon, I think things can only get better, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. So who's with me? As we come to the very end, I'm going to finish it with an Atom Smasher attack. But first, let's use another Plasma Spheres from Havoc. And now on my agent's turn, this is going to be the end. Just in case we need an extra turn, I'll use Momentary Advantage, and then here comes the final ability from the cube. So I'd just like to thank you all for watching, and ask you to please like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, good luck, and take care. Alright, well, just to add a little bit at the end of this video, I do know beta has been released, but originally this video was supposed to be uploaded earlier today. However, unfortunately there was a problem and I had to leave, so I couldn't post it in time. What I do want to say is yes, I saw the patch notes, and I'm going to talk about them and do a daily dose of beta starting tomorrow. So make sure you tune in for that, and I hope everyone's PvP preseason beta goes well. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope I didn't confuse you too much.